Hey guys, welcome back to Football Manager, here with Wisła Płock. Today we have a cup game, which I'm hoping should be fairly easy. We've had a fairly successful run of games, but we haven't been winning them very convincingly, which is the main issue. We were last here for Sandecha, and we won that one. Then we had the transfer window, which I think went for rather well. Now, looking at my team, I think we probably could have sold a couple of midfielders. We're very overloaded there. After that, we had a game against Corona Kielce, who were in second, I think, at the time, and we drew that 0-0. And then we had a game against Lodz, which I don't understand what was so important about this game, but we had 17,000 people come out for it, and we drew that one 0-0 as well. Luckily, we bounced back against LKS or Wadski? Go Wadski. Against Wadski 1-0. I did change up the tactic a bit for this, so I am trying out something new. I'll go over that shortly. And then today we have a game against Rush Wysowski Mazowiecki. Yeah, that should be I'm hoping that should be a fairly easy game. They are a semi-professional third division team. Looking at their squad, they're almost completely grey players. So I think there should be something really wrong if we don't win this game. Looking at their only player is a 37-year-old striker named Kamil Jakiewicz. But yeah, it's kind of strange because despite all that, my coach recommended that I play on the defensive because they're so likely to overwhelm us, which is rather insulting, I must say. So the somewhat new tactic, we're still running a 4-2-3-1, but instead of being attacking, we've gone down to positive. I've had a lot of success on my other savers so I'm trying this out. I'm actually going to also disable overlaps. I just want them to play this tactic as it is, and then we'll adapt it from there. Currently we have instead of the previous strikers, which I don't think we really had the pace or the sort of explosive striker to do, I'm trying to run a false 9 and shadow striker combo, which should let us take advantage of our midfield a lot better. We have really strong, aggressive midfielders, and not as good a striker. So I'm going to be running Fato as the false 9. He has a lot of good, like, they're all 10s, so they don't quite pop out as yellow, but he has a lot of good stats, good off the ball, good work rate. He still has good dribbling, first touch, etc, etc, so he's still going to be a good striker. I just think that would be better than Tutsinski, who's better mentally, better there, but maybe his first touch isn't as good. Or maybe we won't run him there today. Yeah, we'll run Tutsinski. We're running the shadow striker instead of the advanced playmaker. I'm not the biggest fan of an advanced playmaker at the front. For me, it just doesn't work out. It just doesn't work for me. Or I just prefer having a deep lying playmaker, which is what we have now. We have Gerbelski, who is the current deep lying playmaker. He's still physically pretty competent, but he's got good first touch, good vision, good work rate, good passing. He's not like awful at tackling and marking either. And also he's 18 years old. So if I can like groom him into the starter for that role, he's going to be good for at least another 2-3 years for the requirement of under 22 Polish players. Or inevitably someone comes in and buys him for a stupid amount of money. But hopefully we get that stupid amount of money off him. But we also have another midfielder who we're looking at as well. Vitek. Vitek was basically just Gerbowski in the past, but I don't think he's as good. If I compare the two, Gerbowski's better at defending, he's better mentally, he's just better at everywhere apart from speed. And in that, Vitek is definitely better. So I still think there's a role for both of them. I like having like a pacey player to come off the bench. I don't know if it has an impact in game, but it just feels satisfying to have. I'm going to be running both of these guys, I think, as the under 18s for the midfield. And then I'll run some of my other stronger midfielders in the role too. But yeah, I think they're close enough to each other to be very comparable and to be in the same role. So I think I'm happy with this little find. Gaboski was just in my youth teams and someone sent me a message like, hey, this guy's pretty good, you should bring him up to the main squad. And well, they weren't wrong. On the back end, we have our new defender, Jeremy Cordinas, and he seems like he's going to be good. He's perfectly playable at the moment. He's physically well enough there. He's got enough strength. He's got good heading. He's got good marking, and he's got good tackling. That's all I really need. So he's going to be playing as my center defender. For my ball playing defender, I'm going to be running Malic. Malic has better passing, so I can still run him as a ball playing defender. That works well. We have Garcia as our wingback. Is Morales still down? I think just because he's lost faith in me, he's never going to be good or be happy with me anymore. So I've already got to start finding my replacement for him. And already I'm trying to bring in Theo Saint-Louche. I don't know how to say it, but he's physically incredible. 15-15 for his pace. He's got decent stamina. He's got 12 crossing. Also, he's just another complete wingback as well, just like Garcia. He's just a younger, physically better Garcia. Garcia's naturally got better mentals. I'm showing you all these stats, but my camera's blocking them. So I don't know what you've missed. That's just really, really stupid. So for now, we're going to bring Vitek off, and I need to be playing Ambroshevich more. Ambroshevich was complaining about not getting playtime. I think it was Ambroshevich was complaining about it. Ambroshevich was complaining about not getting playtime, so I'm trying him out and just giving him more of an option. He is only a regular starter, so I don't know why he's so grumpy, but he's playing all right. You can see he's very good. He's got good physicals, good mentals. He's not outstanding in any particular role, but with the 13 stamina, 14 work rate, which again you can't actually see because thinking is difficult. With 13 stamina, 14 work rate, I think he'll play well as a box-to-box midfielder. Yeah, so I've been playing him a bit lately, and he hasn't been the weak link in the team at all. He hasn't been absolutely wowing me. His last couple of results, he had a 7, 6.9. Did have a bad game recently-ish, but it wasn't awful. As our aggressive midfielders, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with them, who I want to be in each role. Because I've got a lot of good players, but I keep swapping them in between positions, so they don't end up getting this sort of practice that they need, or the sort of like role familiarity that they need. So we're going to run Petchko there as a forward, and I want to run Pierdal. Pierdal, unfortunately, is kicking up a storm because I didn't sell him, and so he's sad about that. Oh, I just noticed I need to have a minimum of 2 under 22 players in the playing 11 for the cup game. In that case, we're not going to run Pierdal, we're going to run Pawlak. Pawlak being our 13 pace, 13 acceleration young player. We could actually run Kondraki as well. Yeah, let's run Kondraki. We're going to run Pierdal and then Kondraki. Kondraki's a very pacey, very young left back. Left winger even. It does mean we're probably going to have to fill the bench with a few more under 22 players, because when one of them inevitably fails, I'm going to have to bring them off for a new one. Really wanted this guy to be amazing, and he's good. But I can't help but wonder if it would be better to sell him off. We'll offer him to clubs. We'll see who bites. It looks like he'd be open to talking to other clubs. So at the moment, we're overloaded in the midfield. Sinski's even pacier. He's got decent mentals too. His crossing's only 6, so I don't like running him as a winger as much. And passing of 10. He's sort of just fast. Which works really well in my other save, Martin United, where I can just have fast players and the level of play is so low that fast players is enough. In this, it's a lot harder because everyone's fast. But yeah, this is our team so far. Let's get into it. I'm really just hoping this is an absolute blowout. That would be just a fun game to have. To see how many scores we can get. Volsky puts a ball in, gets cleared out. And Radashevic closes onto it, but Berliga cuts it out. Pirtle jumps on it. Pirtle slams down the wing, back to Berliga. And to Gabelski. Back out to Berliga. Good cross incoming. Pirtle puts in, a dangerous header. And it's offside. That's a shame. But, well, it's a good start. Viktoruk gets it. Oh no, that's not our Viktoruk. Meza knocks it long, but we can clear that. Do we jump on it? Not yet, no. Browski knocks it up to Malic. Kondraki back to Brozovic. Out to Kondraki. And we knock it back up to Kabatzali or Garcia. Oh, intercepted. But we get a nice deflection. Back out to Garcia. Kondraki gets it. Garcia again. Knocks it in. Pirtle with a header off the post again. That's rough. It's alright. Actually, I don't know why we're not on very attacking. We need to be on very attacking. Gabowski knocks it out to Berliga. Back to Gabowski. Puts it in. Kondraki puts the header in. First goal's on the board. Kondraki shows which winger can actually hit a header. We're pretty happy with that, and immediately we have a highlight. Hopefully it's not us being punished awfully for going on very attacking. Which, if we're going to go very attacking, we may as well commit to it with the much higher line. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, they actually tackled us. Kondraki beats one, knocks it back into Brozovic. And Brozovic knocks in, is it his second? No, he just gets a second. But that's an assist by Kondraki as well. So we're going to keep that up. And yeah, we're doing great. I also turned off long throws. I seem to be under the impression that long throws were absolutely god tier. Oh, and Kondraki's put in his second goal. Good stuff. Hey, I did think that long throws were particularly amazing when they're sort of just... I think they might have been in FM20, or maybe I just thought they were, but I noticed in all the highlights in this, my guys would go for long throws and it would just like bounce and roll to a nearby defender who'd just pick it up and get us on the counter. So I presume I probably need to actually work towards getting better long throws, or what I've done is not do them. Volsky goes in, and is it an own goal? No, Tsinski puts in a really weak effort, but it's a goal. See, there Tsinski got something on it. He like hit it, bounced off one defender. Keeper flopped over and couldn't get it. And we're now 4-0 up with an XG of 1. That's how high quality our chances have been so far. Kondraki, wow. And Kondraki's got his hat trick. Good on him. Skinski gets it. Oh, knocks it back into Kondraki. And just places it. Again, the keeper got something on it. He just couldn't actually stop it. And another highlight immediately. This is great. This is very entertaining. It'll locks it long to Tsinal. Mesa clears it, but Coronis is on it. Cronus is the only one not playing well, I presume because of his yellow card. Liga knocks it in. Kondraki, oh, over the top. I'm loving how aggressive Kondraki's playing. Is it? Oh, it's because he's an inside forward. Okay, oh, Pirtle's injured. Okay, Pirtle's off. Bring on Lutsinski. We're going to run all our... You can play as... What are the instructions for an inverted winger? Get further forward, cut inside. Compared to an inside forward, which is... Get further forward, cut inside, cross less often, dribble more, take more risks. Okay. Yeah, we can still do it. Inside forward it is. Should probably bring on Vitek for Ambrosevic. Just to give as many young players a go as possible. I don't want to make 2 subs already. We're right on halftime. Terrific. I'm very pleased with your performance. I can definitely understand being complacent. We're 5-0 up at halftime. Oh, they make all 3 subs. I presume we only get 3 subs. Alright, Volsky with the ball in, and Mazik actually catches it. Too long, Berliga heads it forward. There, Victor gets it, but can't make it work, so just lumps it long. Volsky gets it, finds Kondraki. Kondraki beats his guy. Tutsinski rounds the keeper. Or the keeper just decided to rush out for no real reason, so it gave Tutsinski the round. That's 2 goals to him. This is really effortless. The keeper made a good effort at the end to make it look like it was a good shot. Alrighty, now we can pull off Ambrosevic. He's getting tired, and this is just a cup game. We're going to bring on Vitek in his place. We're going to bring off Berliga for Cadio. He's 22. Yeah, that's sort of a youth player. It's close enough to one. He's surprisingly good. Wait, let's do it. Gets in. Big pass up. That's a beautiful pass to Tutsinski. Tutsinski was in a lot of space too. Chips it over to Vitek. Vitek to Kondraki. Kondraki to Volsky. And Volsky slots it in. First goal of the season. Hopefully plenty more to come. Man, this game just sort of feels like we're wrestling toddlers. And that will do it. 7-0. We got away with that you all poor today. No, we can't do that. Outstretched arms. Very pleased. It was completely expected. If we didn't win at least 4-0, then there would have been something horribly, horribly wrong. Let's see if there's anyone grumpy. Darius Robakolski. Fed up of everyone raving about Kasper Kondraki, ignoring the fact we should have won that by a much bigger margin. So many wasted chances. Yeah, geez. Kondraki did only get 3 goals and 3 assists that game with a 10.0 rating. Barely in the game, to be honest. Pirtle's injured. Oh yeah, for a couple of days. Okay, that's good. We are through to the 2nd round. How far are we actually meant to get through? We're meant to reach the 3rd round. Okay. Well, we can do that. And Kondraki definitely gets his man of the match performance. A 10 out of 10 performance. I'm going to put my arm around him, which improved his body language. There's definitely something weird about a 28-year-old manager putting his arm around an 18-year-old kid, but you know, that's just Football Manager, I guess. I've also just fixed up my scouting, so I've got a scout in Eastern Europe, a scout in, I think, Southern Europe. I don't think West Europe is a region. Anyway, that was a good game. It was nice to come back to that after a bit of a after a bit of a sloppy run. Like, we had this game against Corona where we didn't have as much possession, but we still shut them out defensively despite that. And no one scored. 0-0 ball draw. That was really disappointing. I started tinkering with the tactic after that because these are games we should be comfortably winning. I think the next game we'll come back for will be... who do we have? Anyone in a high position? We could come back for the next cup game, but I think that'll be a bit dull. Okay, second round draw is today. And who do we get? I hope we don't get an extra class team. We've still got a lot of lower teams here. I'd really like to get one of those guys, please. Okay, that's an Iliga team. We could get them. Nope, they get an extra class team. So who's left? Still 7 extra class teams. 8 extra class teams. Bedsky gets another extra class team. That's good. Iliga team. Not us. Okay, we want these guys. We don't get them. Okay, there's so many extra class teams left. There's no way we're not going to get one of them. Oh, we're going to get Legia Vorsara, aren't we? Zaglabi Lubin. No, oh, brilliant. Okay. 2 of the extra class teams are gone. Now it's us. We have a more than half chance to get an extra class team. We could also get Katowice or a no-name team. We got an extra class team. Oh, geez, I can't even speak, can I? But are they in last? Oh, they're not quite in last, but they're not doing well at all. I think we can beat them. Yeah, I definitely think we can win this. We even have a no-name pairing that will go through, so there are going to be beatable teams in the next round as well. Wisła Płock has history in this competition. We lifted it in 2006. Well, it'd be nice to lift it now, wouldn't it? Anyway, we're going to call it there. We know who we're up against. It's going to be a challenging game. Actually, with that, we probably will come back for the cup game. Looking at that there, we've got a lot of easier matches before then. We've got 5th, 4th, 17th, 15th, but nothing too amazing. We come back for the cup. That should be good. I really want to get promoted and try to push on European football. Like, that would be the dream. So I want to try to get through this season as quickly as possible. Right, yeah, so I'll see you back for the cup. Thanks heaps for watching. I'll see you next time.